the Gunners. Toby, we're going to you last on this one because we're gonna play our game that way. 5-1-1, unbeaten in their last 4, going 3 wins, 1 draw, and Arsenal is absolutely riding high off of a 2-0 win over West Ham yesterday. Aanu, what do you got for the Gunners?
Yeah, so for Arsenal, the grade is going to be a B. I've been super impressed with them, especially in the big games, They had the draw with Man City. They beat Newcastle last week. So I think they've been super impressive in that regard. The signings have been so fantastic as well in pretty much every area from the defense to midfield to the offense as well. I think they will very easily finish top 4, but they still will not win the league.
Interesting. Okay. For me, as I look to this Arsenal squad, I think based on what I just said about Liverpool, I feel like I hyped them up in a way that would make it sound like they are going to win the league because if they figure it out, but there is an if that comes with that figuring it out. I think if Liverpool doesn't completely figure something out, there is a train that cannot be stopped in London, and that is Arsenal. I just think you brought up a really great point earlier, Toby, with there's no excuses now for this Arsenal team. And that is 100% what it feels like. But I also just think at the end of the day, this team has the ability at the 65-minute mark, at the 70-minute mark, to just, what we're doing right now isn't working. All right, screw you. We're going to change it and bring in 2-3 guys, completely change the vibe of the offense. You can completely change the vibe of the defense, which you never would need to do. And that's the other thing too, right? We're talking about the best defense in the Premier League at this point in the season. And they're playing like it. And at the end of the day, you look through their goals that they've given up. They've given up 3 goals so far this season. It was 1 to Liverpool, 1 to Manchester City, and 1 to Newcastle. Like, that is insane play so far on the season from the Gunners. I'm going to give them an A. And now I will pass it to our resident Gunner fan in Toby.
Shout out to the Arsenal fans worldwide. I'm actually going to give Arsenal a B, funny enough. The reason why I'm giving us a B is because we haven't hit the heights of, us playing at our best. I think the thing that obviously affects most teams playing at this level is the mental game. Going into a big game, knowing there's so much pressure, knowing you have the ability and being afraid that you might not execute, that can hold you back in your performance. And we've seen that in the games versus Liverpool, against Man City. We've said that, maybe Arteta needs to take off the handbrakes. But I think it's a thing where, we're trying to grow into the season and not make a mistake too early and then, find ourselves 8 points behind. Say City beat Crystal Palace a week ago and Arsenal lost to Newcastle, which was very, very feasible and realistic. We would be 8 points behind. And then it's a different thing going to national break saying that, Arsenal are out of the Premier League race and Arteta needs to be sacked. But now we're looking at it where Arsenal is actually 1 point ahead of Liverpool going into the international break. And it's so crazy what 1 week can do for you. So at the same time, I'm not going to say we're there yet. I still feel like the team needs to, there's not much the team needs to do. Just remain consistent and string games together. We have a good run of games coming up because the hardest part of us for the first part of the season has just passed. Now we're going to play against a lot of mid-table sides, lower-level sides, with a few difficult games of the Champions League. But I want to see us string a couple of wins together. The Liverpools and Man Cities of yesteryears would give you an 8 to 10 game winning run. I need that. If they do that, I already back us as champions because I feel like I need to support my club. But if we do that, give a 10-game Premier League winning run, 8-game Premier League winning run, I'm there. We're so there. The defense, magnifique. Saliba extended his contract. Saka is about to extend. Timber, oh my God, what a player. He's about to extend. The midfield, Declan, Zubimendi, Eze, Odegaard. Wow. Odegaard got hurt again. And we have so much squad depth that I can pick between Eze, Nwaneri or Merino to step in to come and play midfield with Declan and Zubimendi. That's 5-6 midfielders in the squad that we can rotate. Havertz is not back yet. Gyökeres is probably the only part that we're waiting to see work out. But he should be careful because if Havertz comes back in and he's not scoring, Havertz is going to take that spot. So I'm not too worried striker-wise. I'm not too worried winger-wise. Martinelli is coming back and he's looking great. Just give me a cup, guys. Give me a trophy, but I want one of the big ones, okay? But I'll manage a little one if we win a big one the year after. But really and truly, the Premier League is looking really good right now. We should really take it so seriously. This is our chance. We have the know-how. We felt the pain. Second 3 times in a row will do something to you. You're going to feel it. It's so close yet so far away. But now they should look at the table. They should go into the international breaks as they're going on the planes, traveling to South America, Europe to go join their clubs, their countries to go play. They need to look at that table and be like, wait a minute. We just played Liverpool. We didn't play at our best. We're still expecting people to come back. We're still gelling. Guys, we got this. Back yourselves. Back yourselves, boys. You've been here before. All of you have been in these kind of situations already. Unless they've already finished second already, being part of the roster last year, or someone like Gyökeres who's won before, or people like Nkapie who's coming from Leverkusen who went invincible not too long ago in Germany. Like all of these guys have had this kind of experience fighting for trophies. Now we just have to go out there and get it done.